Alright, welcome to the video. This one it's based off of a comment I got from the previous one talking about in-game settings for the best ping and performance. So, before we get to that, we must go back to the main menu. This is your first step. So, you want to go serverless, press that little filter icon, and then you can filter out different things. So let's skip our region. So I'm in the East US, so I would pick Central and then East. If you're in Central US, you could pick both of these. It'll be fine for you. But make sure you're not on the other side of the country, if that makes sense. But if you're in Europe, pick Europe. If you're in Asia, pick Asia. And if you're Australia, pick Australia. It's self-explanatory. Just whatever gives you better ping. And then you could also take a look at the little Wi-Fi icon to see how good the server is in general. You could also go by server age. Actually, that doesn't get toggled, so we're not even going to talk about that. It could toggle the maps, and yeah, that's about it. But if you have the private server Game Pass, you can go to create a private server. There's okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Uh, yeah, we're going to skip this. We're not going to be playing the actual game. Usually, the private server puts you in a good region. All right, now let's go to the actual settings. Okay, let's get this map out of the way real quick. All right, there we go. Okay, so mainly you want to go to graphic settings. This is where most of your ping comes around. All right, so I have everything enabled except for hints and high gold announcements. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I usually have hints disabled so it doesn't clutter my chat. But let's start. So ragdolls. So this one you usually want to turn off because if there's a lot of zombies around and you're blasting them, it'll lag your game a little bit. So you want to turn that off. Bloodstains, I might turn this off. So basically it's just extra detail. Like if you headshot a zombie next to a wall, the blood splatter will be on the wall. Although it's black blood, I don't know. It's probably something with the lore, I don't know. Blood effects. So this is basically like once you kill an enemy, blood will come out of them, if that makes sense. I like to have it on because I have a good PC and it can run the game. So I like to keep some of these on. But if you can't really play that well, I would turn this off for some performance bonus. Headshots. This was when like it gets blown up by a headshot. It comes off. Usually you want to turn this off, but I keep it on because I want to see if I got a headshot. Decapitations, same thing. If I want to know if I cut the head in half. But you can turn it off if you want. You're not using your melee as much anyway. Bullet holes. Yeah, this is a good one to turn off actually because you're not really noticing it. Although it's like a big weird thing to see, like you shoot a wall but nothing's there. But yeah, it even says disabling can improve your performance, so I would turn that off. Bullet tracers, I keep mine on. I want to see what I'm shooting. But if you have that Game Pass, you'd want to keep this on so you make your money. It's worth. Shell ejection, this will improve your performance if you disable it. I like it because I like details, so I'll keep it on for me at least. But if you're lagging a lot, yeah, I would turn that off just to help out a little bit. Okay, unnecessary objects. This just gives more stuff on the map. Usually it's not that important. You can turn this off if you're not into the visuals of the game. I like keeping it on. I like seeing stuff. And then small objects. It's just same thing. Like if you don't like it, you could turn it off. Or if you're liking that bad, you could turn it off. In-game UI. I don't understand why you want to turn this off. This is basically just showing you your health, your armor, your ammo, your guns, what you have. Like, I would not turn this off. Chat, keep it on. Hints, turn it off unless you're new. I would keep that on. And then this one's up to you. Audio settings, there's not much you can really do. It's all preference. It doesn't change your gameplay. This doesn't change your gameplay that much. It's in personal controls. I guess you could turn off head bob if you don't like your screen shaking that much. But other than that, this is you're probably used to the controls by now, so you wouldn't want to change any of this. And then of course there's some Game Pass stuff you can add on, which I don't have. And that's all the settings. The last thing I really want to talk about is like if you have good Wi-Fi, you shouldn't have too many issues, and alongside with a good device. So if you're on phone, you want to choose the low settings you can, just so you can actually play the game. So yeah, that's the video. Nothing much. I heard that there's going to be another update kind of soon for this, so I might make a video on that, but I might make a video on another game first.